Alright, another edition of Vice Thunders of Instance on TV, anchored by Mike. Our viewers are here, set to express their views concerning bordering issues. We have the viewers also watching us across the globe, ready to contribute on the program as well. We appreciate you all for always keeping in touch, always joining us on this platform. Thank you so much, our esteemed viewers. We appreciate you. Okay, after regaining freedom from Benin Republic, Sunday Igboho yesterday reunited with his family, and the man is currently having a good time with his family in Germany. All right, let's see what we have on the front pages of today's dailies. We have this day, Daily Sun and Nigerian Tribune Super. A crucial one right here. The major headline: the treats Kyari, Nigeria to the net exporter of refined petroleum products next year. Nigeria to the net exporter of refined petroleum products next year. Says Tinubu saved NNPC from going bankrupt by removing fuel subsidy. To the next one, court adjourns Ondo Deputy Governor's suit to encourage reconciliation. Court adjourns Ondo Deputy Governor's suit to encourage reconciliation. On slain lawyer, Killer Cop, ASP Vandy to die by hanging. On slain lawyer, Killer Cop, ASP Vandy to die by hanging. Moving down to foreign story, we have Israel-Hamas war, death toll tops 1,500 as Gaza Strip is bombed. Gun battles rage for third day. All right, the next paper we have here is Daily Sun newspaper. Nigeria to export fuel next year, says federal government. Nigeria to export fuel next year, says federal government. Kyari says removal of subsidies saved NNPC from bankruptcy. Tinubu appoints 5 more into presidential media advisory team. Article box. We have that on page 5 of Daily Sun newspaper. Monarchs trail NBC's threat to media. This can be seen on page 27 of Daily Sun newspaper. Church leaders charge Tinubu to end insecurity in the country. Police rescue 171 kidnapped victims from terrorists in Katsina. All right, 99,985 Nigerian students left for UK universities in 5 years, says government. And on the ASP that was sentenced to death by hanging, ASP gets death sentence for Christmas Day murder of female lawyer. ASP gets death sentence for Christmas Day murder of female lawyer. To the last paper with me, Nigerian Tribune Super. Federal government no longer paying fuel subsidy, says Kyari. Federal government no longer paying fuel subsidy, Kyari affirms. We have something on Wiki presidential election reports. Wiki knocks European Union on presidential election reports. Wiki knocks European Union. Igboho reunites with family in Germany. Igboho reunites with family in Germany. All right, Tinubu appoints Rotoye 4 others into media advisory team. We have the last story on Ondo State impeachment. Abuja court adjourns Aidatiwa's case till October 16. Impeachment. Abuja court adjourns Aidatiwa's case till October 16. All right, we have our reviewers here to dissect these topical issues with us. Starting with
good morning, Nigerians. Yes, good morning, my uncle, and good morning, Nigerians, and good morning, Nigerians in diaspora. Good morning, Nigeria. Anywhere you're watching me from, I'm using the opportunity to say good morning to everybody. Thank you very much. So you're back to your question this morning.
All right.
And I want to chip in this. For those of you that are saying, Instagram with a new look. Thank you very much for congratulating me for the new look. Sometimes you have to change your look. So I decided to change, I don't know why, but I just want to change. That's it.
I didn't even notice that.
Yes, somebody noticed it.
It's a good look, truly. All right, MC Grammar.
Yeah.
We have different stories here to treat this morning.
Okay.
Let me quickly start with the news of Sunday Adeyemo, popularly known as Sunday Igboho, who regained freedom in Benin Republic yesterday. He has now reunited with his family.
So he regained their freedom from
Benin Republic.
Okay. Yesterday.
The government of Benin Republic, yesterday.
Okay.
And he's presently with his family in Germany, having a good time with them. His wife and the kids are happy with the good news. Are you also happy with the release of Sunday Igboho?
Well, it's a good development. Let me just put it this way. I'm an Igbo person, so Sunday Igboho is like a Nnamdi Kanu. So every Igbo man should be happy for Sunday Igboho because he's fighting almost the same cause that Nnamdi Kanu is also fighting. So you don't expect we have to put away anything that has to do with tribalism here because we all believe Igbos. We have been very supportive of Sunday Igboho right from day one. And so that is why every average Igbo man is going to be happy for Sunday Igboho because he has been released and this time around he has tried to unite with his family. And that will tell you that we are still on the course for Nnamdi Kanu because if Benin Republic could release him now, and definitely Nnamdi Kanu could be released as well. So what I'm trying to say that the Igbos will keep on fighting. We're not going to give up on Nnamdi Kanu. And Nnamdi Kanu is going to come out. And we Igbos are hoping that very soon Nnamdi Kanu will get out of the prison and become a free man. And don't forget that he lost his father.
He become a free man like Sunday Igboho.
Yeah, don't forget that he lost his father and mother in the course of fighting for Biafra. So it's one of those things. But I just want to say this. I hope Tinubu is watching. Although seeing all these things, he should be able to think of how to release Nnamdi Kanu because if the way I'm looking at it, it seems to me that Nnamdi Kanu is a problem of Tinubu and the whole government. But if you as a man, as a president, want to tell me that one man cannot be your problem, I see no reason why you should keep on detaining Nnamdi Kanu. You should be able to release him by now. You understand? Because it's only Nnamdi Kanu own that we're seeing. I bet you, I have not started my own. I don't want to talk. Let me not go deep.
You've started this morning.
So we are only seeing Nnamdi Kanu. I have not started mine. So let's see what is going to happen after Nnamdi Kanu is being released. Because I have the full confidence that it's not going to pass. Nnamdi Kanu is going to be released this year. And under a month, Tinubu wants it or not, he's going to be released this year. That's my point.
Let's see how it goes. These are people that have been agitating for good governance in the country. Sunday Igboho agitated for the independence of the Yorubas.
Yes, of course.
Simply because they have been maltreated by the
Fulanis.
And at the end of the day, it led to what he didn't foresee coming.
Okay.
And he fled Nigeria, entered Benin Republic, thinking he could escape.
Yeah.
Was caught there. But we thank God that he's been released, and we hope Mazin Nnamdi Kanu
good, and he has made a name for himself because nobody knows Sunday Igboho before. I keep saying this. Something must bring you out of this country. Just like me, MC Grammar, nobody knows me. But I have a package, I'm still coming. After what's it called? Nnamdi Kanu. I'm going to be the next person, but I don't want to tell you my plan. Let's keep watching. All right, let's see how it goes. Because all I know is that with the way I'm fighting now,
let it be a good agitation.
Of course. With the way I'm fighting now, no, it's not against government, but I have my good plans as well. But what I'm trying to say is that whether Tinubu wants it or not, Nnamdi Kanu is going to be released under a month. How he's going to release it is left to me. I will take it, everything, anything. In fact, I'm ready to go to any extreme, but I don't want to tell Nigerians the extreme I want to go to. All I want to tell Nigerians is that Nnamdi Kanu is going to be released this month, latest next month. It's a must, and Tinubu cannot shy away from it. Then, if somebody wants to tell me that this man is just making mouth, let's watch to see if my statement is wrong or my statement is right. All I know is that Nnamdi Kanu, just like what happened now, Naira Marley and the rest. I watched a clip on social media. A pastor has already predicted it. 2022. Exactly what the pastor said. That was what happened to Naira Marley. He said a man that has name in the music industry is going to commit something and he will be jailed. So, but he now finally concluded that the person will be jailed. So I'm yet to see if Naira Marley is going to be jailed, because don't forget that Naira Marley is pali to Tinubu. So that's the problem. So that jail, it's not as sure. They know what they run. They know what they run. So forget that. It's just a pali to Tinubu. They know what connects them. So what I'm trying to say, the man has really tried in his prophecy. But let me look at the last one he said, that Naira Marley is going to be jailed. I want to see that. If he's finally jailed, I will give that my hand.
All right, so the president has been charged to end insecurity in the country. And when you look at the state of insecurity, it's been becoming alarming. The rate of insecurity is becoming alarming in the land, especially in the northern part of the country. The acts of abducting people.
I love your language.
Killing.
Rate of insecurity. First of all, I want to ask you, what would an old man do? This is a question Nigerians should ask ourselves. A man who is old, a man that, if we look at his original age, it's something years, and now, what do you expect such a man to do in terms of insecurity? Even do you know that insecurity, a man of 40 years cannot even handle it. We are not talking about a man of 80 years. What do you expect him to do? How is he going to start? You understand? Let me tell you, the case of insecurity, not that these our leaders don't know how to end it, but they don't want to end it. That's the truth. If you give me, if you appoint me as Minister of Defense, I know what to do to put Nigeria in a normal shape. I know what to do to bring in security in this country. That's the truth. If I'm Minister of Defense, but you know what? Those that want to work, they will not allow them. That's the problem. They will just put one pot belly food as Minister of Defense. What does that want to do? The idiot, all he thinks about is belly. So he has nothing upstairs to offer. So what I'm trying to say, you reason it. A man of 80 years, what is he going to do in the case of insecurity? You see, my problem is this. Whenever I say the truth, people say, nail that man, let him die. I'm asking you, a man of 80 years, what is he going to do in insecurity? Tomorrow you'll be talking, papa. Which kind of noise are you making? A man that is going home already, you want him to come and repair insecurity in your company. Is it possible? It's not possible. See, the difference between me and some speakers, the difference between me and some talkers is that some talkers love to pally instead of that to go straight. But me, I go straight. I don't give a damn. That's the difference. Others will just be doing like this, bringing in, some will claim they are pastors, some will claim they are prophets, some will just go. No, come on. I am not trained that way. Go straight and hit the thing. Everybody in my family knows me. I don't lie. You understand me? Everybody in my family knows I don't lie. I speak nothing but the truth. But you know, in some cases, because I used to see sometimes, even some speakers come here to speak. There's one speaker I used to see. That guy will just see something. I'll be doing that. Sometimes people call him pastor. He will just be going like this. I just wonder, what is wrong with this? I don't even know the pastor, but I just know they call him pastor. He will just be going like this. Come on, go straight. Nobody's going to kill you. Nobody's going to hurt you. Yeah, go straight to the point. That's what I always do. You know what? That's why so many people will keep on saying this man. God will punish him. See, the more you are praying for my downfall, the more I'm on top of the ceiling. The more I'm blessed. And that's the truth.
What are we saying? What are you saying? I don't understand what you're saying.
Okay.
You're talking about insecurity.
No, I'm just, see, the point I'm trying to hit is this.
I said earlier on that the rate of insecurity in the land is alarming.
Now, I ask you a question. What do you expect 80 years old man to do? That's the question. You ask the question. And I ask you, I said, what do you expect a man who is above 80 years? What do you expect him to do? You understand? You see, I used to tell you, there's one guy again that used to come here. I've forgotten that his name. That boy used to speak rubbish grammar, like all this old school English. I don't understand it. Go straight. That was supporting the boom with everything in his life. But what I'm trying to say is, let us hit the nail at here. What do you expect 80 years old man Tinubu to do in insecurity in this country? That is what you expect him to do. Because he's old enough, he's going home. Now, what do you expect somebody who's going home to do? You see, but there's nothing he can do. So even if you put 40 years old man as your Minister of Defense, he cannot do anything. So it takes somebody who have a lion heart to deliver. That's why I'm telling you, this country is a country that if you want to deliver this country, you must have a lion heart. You must be a no-nonsense man. You must not tolerate.
Are you saying that the person that removed subsidy does not have a lion heart?
That one has a criminal heart. That's what I'm trying. See, there's a difference between lion heart and a criminal heart. He removes subsidy. It's a criminal act. Let me tell you something. If you have a lion heart, let me tell you, this is what you're going to do. You sit down and think, this subsidy isn't going to affect my people. Then you think of another means. Let me try to approach another means. But you just came up, the first day you are sworn in, you know the problem in this country. When any man does anything, all of us say, rank a day, that's the best. No, things are not done like that. You came in the first thing. The first thing you did is to remove subsidy. My brother, it's not done anywhere. And do you know who I blame most in this thing? I blame NSC, stupid people. They are responsible. They are assuming the day Tinubu removed the subsidy, NSC came out, we are striking.
Don't forget that don't forget that the previous presidents, failed to remove it.
I love that language. Why did he fail to remove it? Subsidy. This one is Mumu. Why did that one fail to remove it? You know why? That one don't want his name to be rubbished. We have called him Buhari. Buhari will finish his name. The man now felt this name will remain. Make I no go spoil him. The man refused to remove the subsidy. Now, the incoming one came. He told him, Oga, you have to remove subsidy. Now, as brilliant as Tinubu, as they claim he is brilliant, that he went to Chicago University. Just imagine, now you are well read like they claim. You came, he saw an aboki man telling you, remove so, and you too said, yes, I'm going to remove it. I'm going to remove it. You came, the first you remove it. That means you are not educated. You don't have brain. That's what it shows. Because you are not supposed to remove it. You are supposed to go with your mind. But what I'm trying to say is this. Please get my point very right. I'm not criticizing Tinubu government. Because each time, this is viewers at home, please. I want to correct an impression here. I am not criticizing Tinubu. Tinubu is not in any way related to me. I don't hate him. But I hate his system of government. I dislike his system of government. His system, listen.
Or destructive. It could be constructive and
destructive. Let me tell you something. His system of government is not favoring us. Let me tell you something. Look at the motto here. This is Tuesday. I swear to God, if you see before, on Tuesday, if you look at the main road, you understand, see, there is one guy again. There is one guy again that has the voice of a woman. You used to bring the guy here. That guy too. When he wants to talk his English, he'll be speaking all this. I don't understand the English. But it's not making points. It's not making sense. See, let me tell you something. You see, I just want to tell you something. What I'm trying to say, please, viewers at home, I know that all of you all love me. If you see, okay, I'm saying so. They love me at home. I know all of you love me. You all love me that this man always said the truth. He doesn't look at anybody. But the only problem, all these ones that come, they will just be doing this one. I know the next person that went is pastor now. That one will not want to say the truth. But anyway, let me rest my case here. You understand me? Pastor, you can take over and come and tell them what you want to tell. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Go on, please. Thank you so much.
No, I'm not Instagram. I'm not.
You're welcome on board, Mr. Matthew. How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine by the grace of the living.
All right, the viewers are greeting you and saying hi to you this morning, Matthew.
I want to extend my greetings to them.
All right, let's quickly acknowledge the presence of our esteemed viewers across the globe watching us on the platform. We have Samson Moses saying good afternoon to all. He's saying good morning to you all the way from Lagos, Nigeria, specifically Ogba, Houston. Samson Moses, Mr. Marigan Crew, good morning.
It's good we have people who are around here who are equally watching.
Watching.
Yes, so that not only Nigerians in diaspora.
And that's what we have people. We have people here. We have Nigerians also watching. Thank you so much. No, this morning now. You're not in the afternoon. Yeah. Hi, Oriyomi Abdul. How you doing? Thank you so much. Good afternoon as well. Okay, you're saying good afternoon to you too. Okay, Paul Sky, good morning. Thank you so much, King Henry. Thanks for joining us. Godman Pounds, thank you so much, King Joe Ogba. Christian Nick, King Smith, thank you so much. Alfred, thank you so much. Mark Jacob, we appreciate you. From Banji, thank you so much. Taiwo Odulade, thanks for joining us. Abu Africa Musaya, Buki, and Dara Adu, thank you so much. All right, Abe, Muki, great. We appreciate you for joining us this morning. James Coker, thank you so much for joining us. All right, let's move to what we have. Matthew, MC Drama just cracked our ribs. No, and I don't know if you learned one or two things from what MC Drama said. Asking questions on insecurity. I think you have been able to do justice to it.
I don't want to join this with him. I don't want to cast aspersion on him. He's entitled to his opinion.
Okay.
In Nigeria, I have freedom of speech.
Okay.
I'm going to express that.
All right, sir.
But you should equally know that when your right stop, is another person's right to do. So in the event of trying to protect your right, if you are not careful, you step into other people's rights.
All right, let's quickly talk about the slain lawyer and the killer cop that was sentenced to death by Lagos courts. I think this will serve as a deterrent to other police officers in Nigeria, not just in Lagos State where where the evil, let me call it evil, happened, because this lawyer was pregnant, and this happened December last year. If I'm not making a mistake, yes, it happened December on Christmas Day. That was a very sad story and a tragic one indeed. Do you think the court did justice to that case?
You captured it well when you said it will act like deterrent to others. Because if you are looking at justice, I think justice has been served. No matter the harsh nature of the judgment, I think the offense demands for it. Because the only way you can address high-handedness, extrajudicial killing, maiming, harassment, intimidation of Nigerians by security agencies is to be handing down this type of judgment against them. There's no better way to explain a policeman who is being paid by taxpayers' money. The gun in his house is being purchased by taxpayers' money. He now turned that same gun against the citizen. It's quite unfortunate. I'm happy that this has happened. As unfortunate as it may be to the man who has been convicted and sentenced to death, just like you said, it will act as deterrent to others. Because before now, we are used to see government, when you accuse security agencies, DSS, police, army, navy, name it. When you accuse them, government will come to their defense. We have seen instances where Amnesty International will raise issue of extrajudicial killing of Nigerian by security agencies. Government will say Amnesty International is partisan. But I think Lagos State government have done well in this regard, because I understand that the Lagos State government took up the matter. I think the Attorney General of Lagos State was at the center of the prosecution, and they ensured that all the necessary person that need to give evidence was available in the court to give evidence. So for me, I think it is a necessary lesson, though they might have learned in the hard way. But it's a necessary lesson that will deter other police officers who are trigger happy. Because one thing is, they don't use to obey the rule of engagement. Most of them carry firearm under influence of alcohol. I think going forward, Nigerian police force should ensure that routinely they subject their personnel who are arm bearing to alcohol tests and even narcotic. Because when you're under the influence of narcotic, alcohol, substance, human life do not matter to you. And police force is a responsible organization that before you bear arm, you must be certified to be of sound mind. You cannot be of sound mind if you're under the influence of alcohol. So for me, I think that lesson serves rights, serves that assistant superintendent of police rights.
Yeah, we've seen some people saying that.
That's how he has destroyed his career.
Yeah.
But for somebody who has risen to the position of ASP, assistant superintendent of police, I think the person is going was moving fast. The next round would have been deputy superintendent of police, then SP superintendent of police. Before you now go to assistant commissioner of police, deputy commissioner.
The decision made by the court wasn't a good one at all. It should have been.
No, that is the law. That is the law.
Life sentence instead of death by hanging.
No. You don't fault. I've seen some judges when they want to give judgment, they will tell the convict, the person that will be convicted, I'm sorry, my hands are tied by the constitution. I would have done otherwise. Because he's looking at sympathy. You're looking at the law. Which one do I obey? Do I pander to sympathy? Do I follow the point of law? And it's good to follow the point of law. So for me, no, as bad as it is to the man who has been convicted and sentenced to death, that is the law. But again, we have seen in Nigeria since the session of this national democracy that governors rarely sign death warrants. That's why I see almost all the people who have been convicted over the years, sentenced to death over the years, are still in prison. They have not been executed. So I doubt whether this will be a different case. See, we entered this democracy in 1999. I think it's only Oshomole and one other governor that signed death warrant.
Only Oshomole did that.
Yes, and one other governor did it. So apart from them, I'm not saying it's wrong as a governor to sign death warrant. But I think what I'm trying to avoid is, if you as a governor, you have file on your table, you open it, and you see that you needed to sign for somebody to be executed. Most of them will want a side restraint. Let me leave it. Let the incoming governor come and sign. I know you, as a Michael Adekule, if you are the governor of Lagos State, I don't think you can sign death warrant. I don't think so. So I think I still feel what they feel.
I wouldn't want to say it on air. I don't know if I would do that.
So I say I understand.
I don't know if I'll be able to do that.
That is why some Nigerians have the argument of the point opinion that rather than governors not signing this death warrant, let us review our law and remove this capital punishment and make it life imprisonment. Another thing is, you may have a situation where somebody is serving life imprisonment. A governor will come in, a president will come in, maybe a chief justice of the federation will come in and exercise a progressive of mercy. The person who have killed, who passed the 7-day term, will now be pardoned and come back to the society. So if you look at it, you begin to wonder whether is it better to sustain this dracula death sentence. But however I look at it for now is the law, and it's self-right for that man to take the life of that innocent Nigerian lawyer.
And there are talks out there that this judgment was taken so seriously because of the person in question is a lawyer.
You may say because the person is a lawyer, it's part of it. But you understand that if someone or an organization have a run for the law, one day they will do it in a manner that they may not be able to get away with it. And it will not set example. So even if you say because she's a lawyer, yes, NBA threw their way behind the prosecution, and almost every stakeholder threw their way behind the prosecution. I understand because of her status. But whether you like it or not, justice has been said.
Justice has been said. Okay, moving down.
So you have a right of appeal.
Okay.
Until you appeal and the court set aside that judgment, maybe give a fair judgment, they are the sentenced to death. Okay,
moving on to the oil sector, we have the group chief executive officer of Nigeria National Petroleum Company Limited, Mele Kyari, saying that Nigeria, will be net exporter of refined petroleum products next year. And Nigerians are asking these questions that with the present challenge, the oil sector, the economic meltdown, fuel subsidy crisis, and all of that. How is this possible?
That would be a welcome development. The military should address an issue that is begging for an answer. Because they are telling us that they are not paying subsidy. And the price of crude in the international market is skyrocketing. By implication, if the price in the international market, price per barrel of crude increase, it means that pump price is supposed to increase. If you are not adjusting it locally here, it means somebody somewhere is paying the difference. That didn't cause an increase as we are made to understand. So him telling us that we are not paying, government is not paying subsidy. Where are they getting the money to pay the difference? That's one. Then secondly, if in the event of maybe all the turnaround maintenance that we're carrying on the refineries, they're able to make it to start working, I think it's a working development. So I don't know how he hopes that Nigeria will soon start exporting by next year. But if you look at all the four refineries that they are put together, if they refine at full capacity, I think what they should refine is about 400 and something thousand barrels per day. Like 400 and something barrels of crude per day. And if you look at how that would translate into liters of PMS, I don't think it can take care of our local consumption. Don't forget that local Dangote refinery, even as it has the capacity to refine about 650,000 barrels a day, they have said that they're going to export 40% of their products. And they are not likely going to start refining gasoline in this first phase of takeoff. So for me, if we are to start exporting, it's a welcome development. Because Syrup was in court with federal government under Muhammadu Buhari, overspent because they spent 1.48 trillion naira to carry about turnaround maintenance of our refineries under Buhari. So if the refineries should come on board and start refining, it's a welcome development because after all, federal government has spent so much on it. So for me, the government have not, as far as I'm concerned, have not been able to manage the subsidy removal regime very well. And if we are to start exporting as a result of all the money federal government have been spending in trying to solve our problem in oil and gas, it's a record development.
All right, before I let you go, let's quickly talk about the agitator himself, activist. I'm talking about Sunday Igboho. You didn't talk about it yesterday because of the argument that went down between you and Niyi. Sunday Igboho.
I liken Lee to one of the presidential spokesmen. Because yeah, he just said he was referring to the president as my principal. So
it is principal.
Yes.
He has declared it.
Yes. And I hope the president will hear and quickly give him an appointment.
The government is watching.
Okay.
All right. He has been reunited with his family in Germany, and many Nigerians are happy about the development. I don't know your own take on this issue.
I am happy. I am happy because this man was fighting for justice for the Yorubas. Happy because before, what brought Igbo to national or even global relevance is when Fulani high-handedness needed to be checked. There was a gap that federal government refused to fill. That is to protect life and property. And the constitution say the very primary purpose of governance is to protect the welfare of Nigerians and the security. And federal government was not forthcoming in protecting Nigerians, whether in the southwest, in the south, the southeast, in the middle belt, even in the up north. It's a very difficult situation for Nigerian government. I will not saw an individual that rose to the occasion and said, "You cannot be blaming my people." He didn't just say it; he matched it in action, and we saw results. Before the government led by Muhammadu Buhari used the government might against him. He left for the public and he was incarcerated. I'm very happy that he has been released. I'm very, very happy that he has been released because for me, it will encourage other people in due course of time to fight for their people when they need their rights.
Okay. And we have an agitator like him in the eastern part of the country who has been in detention of the DSS for over 2 years now. What advice would you give to the government of Nigeria
in terms of Nnamdi also getting released?
The advice is straightforward. As it stands, there is a subsisting court order.
Getting his freedom. Sorry.
That's what I'm trying to say. There's a subsisting court order by appeal court in Nigeria that hence federal government extraordinarily renditioned Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria. The federal government has lost every right to prosecute him. So it is irrespective whether you like Nnamdi Kanu's face or not. There's a court order that says release him unconditionally. So the honorable thing for the government to do is to release him. Now, I understand that federal government appeal that judgment, and the judgment of the appeal is going to be delivered by Supreme Court by December. But it's not on record. The federal government was able to secure a stay of execution of judgment of that court of appeal. If they could not obtain a stay of execution, it means holding him, even as we speak, is illegal. So they have no option than to let him go. He will come and face the judgment of the Supreme Court when they visit it.
Okay, lastly, sorry, it's another lastly. The presidential candidate of the Alliance for New Nigeria Party, that's ANN, for the 2019 general election, Fela Drotoye, has been appointed by the president of the country, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, on senior special assistant to the president of National Values and Social Justice. Is it a welcome development? That's number one. Number two, many Nigerians have been criticizing the president over the way he has been appointing people into various political offices. Don't you think this is a waste of resources for Nigeria?
Let us start by using this adage. In the place, they say a child always asks for the lap of meat, so that eventually he may get a hand. As I time asking for the lap, you know that he's not qualified to get the lap. You're looking at the end of the day, they say, okay, let us do a consolation. Let us give. So what I'm trying to say in essence is not everybody that contests for presidency actually is determined to win or actually won that position. Some persons want to use to negotiate, want to use to get to relevance. Having said that, I think it is the prerogative right of the president to appoint anybody as his presidential, as his aide, and that is what he's doing. But another thing we have to take into cognizance is the Constitution is our guidance, is what ought to guide the president and every activity of government. Because the Constitution is unambiguous about federal character. As you give a position, it must reflect geographical spread. You must place that position in such a way that one ethnic group will be seen to be dominating governance. To do that, the person will be running for the Constitution. Muhammadu Buhari did that in so many areas. And currently, there are some school of thought who already seen calling urbanization. And I've read about a leader in the north who had told them, Mr. President, Senator Ahmed Bola Tinubu, that the north is watching.
About this lopsided
because there's an agenda that calling Lagos agenda and urbanization. So what I will advise is let the Constitution be the guiding principle of the government. In every strata of the society, in every geographical zone, in every state, you must see your loyalists who are qualified to be given position. Nobody is saying go and give to people who are against your government, who are not in support of your government. In every local government, I can understand like when you did the NDDC board. In Kwara State, in Ondo State, APC members protested against the board, NDDC board members, and the government have to remove them and nominated fresh people who perhaps are APC members in those states. So I'm not saying you should go and give position to people who consider his enemies, but spread it according to the Constitution.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Matthew. We appreciate you coming on board. Let's have a chance here. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. Martin.
How are you doing, sir?
I was nice.
Yeah, fine. Welcome on board.
Mr. Muki, great. Good morning, Mr. Taiwo. Please, let's not forget Mr. John Israel. We need to pray for those people because
Mr. John Israel.
John Israel. They need
Okay,
our
he
prayer.
lives in Israel. Okay,
They need
because
our
of the
prayer.
war going on there.
Nothing will happen to them.
Okay.
That land will not swallow them, okay? We'll still come back here and meet us safe and sound.
Amen.
Good morning, great. I Taiwo, Osas, Obey. Good morning.
All right, there have been talks about Tinubu's appointment in the country. And the latest one is that of Fela Durotoye, that has been appointed by the president. And many have criticized the president on the aspect of appointing Yorubas. It seems that Yorubas are dominating his cabinet than other tribes or other entities. What would you say about that? Do you subscribe to people's view concerning the president's appointment?
Well, once again, good morning, and good morning, Mr. Michael. It's my personal opinion and submission. Everybody is entitled to his own personal opinion.
Right.
So, my opinion is not your opinion. Your opinion is not my opinion. The president, he is the president of Nigeria currently, and he has every right to appoint anybody he wish to appoint in his own cabinet. But in a situation whereby it matters, as in a democratic settings, you do things in such a way that is going to favor every tribe and section, not pushing much more of your muscle to a group of a certain group of tribes. That at the end of the day, you find out that there's going to be a sectionalism or a nepotism towards this particular tribe and compared to others. But the same thing, it happens during, what is his name? The former president himself. Yes. A lot of individuals he appointed into most of the sensitive positions are from the side too. Are you getting me? So I believe that what I am urging, these people should always know that these people were not the only individuals that campaigned and voted for them into that particular post. Igbo man voted for them, a Yoruba man voted for him, and even a Ijo man, a man from Kogi, different Yoruba, even Hausas voted for him into that particular post. So let's do things in such a way that we're going to balance so that everybody will be happy at the end of the day. Not pushing much of your muscle simply because tribal issue. This is my tribe, this is not my tribe. So at the end of the day, you find out that this is a problem we're having in Nigeria. You know that this your particular tribe cannot be able to give you what you want, and you know that this is a Hausa man that will be able to give you what you want. Simply because you want to favor your tribe, you will just dash out that particular person because you don't want him to come into your cabinet. But you know fully well that by virtue of bringing that Igbo man, or by virtue of bringing in that Hausa man into your cabinet, every system, everything will work out well for as within the tenancy of your system. But we are living in a situation whereby most of these leaders, sometimes you ask yourself, do they really know what they are doing at times? But well, it's their choice, it's their time. You have every right, they have every right to do whatever they want to do because sometimes you look at the Nigerian constitution is nothing but a scam. Because by going through Nigerian constitution, you find out that most of these things, before you give an appointment, you have to do it based on catchment areas, based on tribes. At the end of the day, you find out that this tribe has not been fully represented in a particular government, in a particular section of government. But the constitution itself is nothing but a failed constitution in Nigeria, a downfall within itself. So we are not supposed to dwell on that. They are the president and he is in power. They should do whatever they want because for now, they are still in power.
All right, moving down to the Spain lawyer, the issue is currently going on. Of course, the Lagos High Court has sentenced ASP Bandi after finding him guilty of the murder of the pregnant lawyer. Now, do you think justice was well served?
First and foremost, you ask yourself this question: who is going to sign? Who is going to bear the cat out of the door? As in, is it the governor? How many governors have been able to sign death sentences in Nigeria? How many of them? It's not going to be easy. I know. I remember the same man that has been sentenced to death by hanging also have every what I may call this. He has the fundamental. One of the fundamental women that also gave him the right to also appeal to a very higher court in Nigeria. Now, you ask yourself this simple question. If that woman happens to be a woman in a common street, do you think that that same judgment would have gone into. You and I would have known that something like that has been in existence. And even that woman was not one of the prominent legal practitioners in Nigeria here, one of the member of MBA in Nigeria. Do you think that the same government, the same people that think that they want to sentence that young man to death by hanging, do you think that they also the forward that particular case to the same level in which we are seeing today? Is it because that is the problem we are having in Nigeria? If you know that you want to serve justice, let it be that you serve justice even to a common man on the street. If that woman happens to be a common man or a common woman in the street that was shot dead, believe me, today they will only tell you that the man has been arrested. At the end of the day, the case will be closed down. At the end, if the man is having here in Lagos State, the best thing they will do for him is to transfer him from here to another state. But because the woman has what I may call both legal backing and if I'm not mistaken, financial muscle, and people that are behind the case are very, very much more powerful. That is why you find out that we are talking about justice today. But you ask yourself this question: who is going to sign that death warrant? The judges themselves have sentenced the man to death by hanging. But do you think that the same government will also come out? Because sometimes you look at the conscience, the subconscious aspect of it. I am Mr. Charles now, and God forbid, but let's say I did something wrong and you decided you are the one that has to sign something that at the end of the day, this person should be taken to jail. Do you think that you can do that without having that conscience, except if you are not human enough? That is why you find out that before these judges, before they bring out their final judgment or cases, their hands are tied. They look at it from different aspects, angles. There's not just a lacuna between the angles they're coming. Is it from their conscience aspect of it and the justice, the legal aspect of it? So you ask yourself, the people that are actually behind the case of this young woman are very, very much powerful. That is why today we are able to stand here and talk about justice to that particular woman and her child, and one child was killed some months ago. So I believe the government should also stand up and do the needful for average Nigerians. We have a lot of Nigerians that have been killed on the streets. A lot of them today. What are the justices that have been done to them? Nothing. We are talking about, for instance, let me give Mubad. People are saying Mubad was killed. Mubad, the musician was killed. If Mubad was not a musician that was highly known in the society, nobody will talk about Mubad today. I am not saying anybody killed Mubad. I'm not saying that somebody killed Mubad. But what I'm saying, if this young man happens to be a common man in the street of Agba, you cannot hear anything about Mubad. Then you are talking about a legal practitioner who passed through the academic system for 5 years and went to Nigerian law school and became a lawyer fully. And she's actually paying her dues as a legal practitioner, because there's some remuneration you pay as a legal practitioner. Definitely her names are there. So definitely at the end of the what happened, the legal backings are there. So people that are there, the forces, the financial muscles that are there backing this legal, this case are very, very much on a high increase. That is why these people were able to serve justice to us. But what happened to an average Nigerians?
What happens to an
average Nigerian if something like this happens?
Can we get justice for Mubad just as important, done justice to the slain lawyer?
Well, I am not here to talk about Mubad, or I'm not here to say anything about Mubad. Whether he was killed or he was not killed, it's only left. One thing with me, let me be honest with you. If you like, you that is sodden with the responsibility of taking human's life, always remember the way you celebrated somebody's death. One day, somehow, people also stand here to celebrate your own death too. If Mubad was killed, well, congratulations to whoever that killed him. Also wait for your own turn. A lot of individuals that were here, when you celebrated Mubad, they will also be here to celebrate your own case. Are you getting me? But it's not for God Almighty, the only one that we know, to judge if really that young man was killed. So vengeance is of the Lord. Are you getting me?
Are you satisfied with the police reports?
Well, you can never be satisfied with Nigerian police reports in Nigeria. You can never be satisfied. There's no how you can come out here, even from in the next 100 years. This is not a Western world. You can ask most of these our brothers, except most of them will not tell you the truth. In the Western world, justice are not done this the way it's being done in Nigeria. If you go to in a Western world, okay, let's assume if I am crying for justice now and somebody is there maltreating me, it doesn't take a policeman from a Western world 3 seconds or 3 minutes to appear in that particular place or that particular scene. But Nigeria, what are we seeing? Man knows man, man knows man. Who are you? Who do you know? At the end of the day, you find out that justice will not be served. So what I'm praying that whoever that is sudden with the responsibility of taking human life, congratulations. Just wait for your own time. We also celebrate you.
All right, thank you so much, Charles. I appreciate you for coming on board, John. Before I let Kunle speak, I really need to say that you can watch us on our sister channel, FreeTV Plus. Subscribe on the channel, FreeTV Plus, for good quality content and latest information. Thank you. You can also watch us live on Facebook at Flip TV NG on Facebook. Thank you so much, viewers. All right, David, can you open the call lines? Let's see if we can take 1 or 2 calls.
Okay.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, Africa. Good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, America. Good morning, Israel. Then I want to say special thanks to Mr. Dipo.
Okay,
Pastor Dipo, really.
in Atlanta.
Yeah, in
Georgia.
Atlanta. God bless you. God bless you.
All right, you're welcome on board, Kunle. We're talking about the state of insecurity in the country, and Nigerians are, still raising concern over the state of insecurity, and they've charged the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to stand up, to end this menace in the land. Currently, police have rescued 171 kidnapped victims from terrorists in Katsina. Of course, don't forget that some university students were kidnapped some weeks ago, which the security agents really tried their best in rescuing some of those students. On and on and on and on. Every day, eastern part of the country, northern part of the country, the western part of the country, we have security issues. How can Bola Ahmed Tinubu end this? This was difficult for the previous president, like Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, Muhammadu Buhari, and the rest of others.
Mike, I just want you to lie. I want to say one word, say a statement.
Okay.
And either you take it or you leave it. This country is a demonic country already. It's a demonic country. Why am I saying this? All this insecurity. They are just not, they didn't just drop from the sky. All these criminals, they didn't drop from the sky. There are people behind it. There are people that have lost power that will say, if I didn't get that power, the country will become ungovernable. We have them like that. Nigerians are bad losers. Once Nigeria hates your face, they can do anything to disturb the government. You can see what happened under Jonathan. You can see what happened under Obasanjo. They brought in Sharia. Under Jonathan, Sharia law. Under Jonathan, we had more of Boko Haram. Right? Under Buhari, the Fulani S-men. The bandits. Now, under Tinubu now, as it is now, you see, 10 of the presidents cannot solve this problem. Except we come together. Why some people are saying, call this bandits, call this terrorists. Come there, let's use carrot and stick. Approach. There are some of them that are being pushed to that terrorism because of the money enticement. There are some people behind all these things. If Nigerians want to end terrorism today, it can be done. But who are they? There are larger people behind the scene. There are small set of people, but larger in heart, behind the scene that what they're saying today.
the problem of insecurity in Nigeria is being caused by Nigerians. It's being influenced by Nigerians. So it's left for the DSS of this world, the Nigerians, police of this world, and the military. When I say military, the DMI of this world, that's the Directorate of Military Intelligence of this world, to swing into action and to gather intelligence. Because I'm telling you, all these people did not fly from the sky. They are within us. They are within us here. Nevertheless, they closed the border, the 7 borders that link Nigeria to some northern states. I don't know whether they've opened it now, but as it is now, what we are having now is a self-inflicted terrorism we are having.
Yeah, just as other presidents appointed service chiefs, President Bola Tinubu, when he got into the seat of power too, appointed new service chiefs, which Nigerians expected them to be more proactive in fighting insurgency to the end. Do you think the president is making the right appointments into offices?
Yeah, he's making the right appointment. The soldiers, the military, the intelligence, the DMI, the NSO, or what they call them now, DSS, they are doing their best. But within the circle, the IGs, of police, they are doing their best. But there are some betrayers within the circle of this security apparatus. There are some betrayers that if you plan any strategies, there are some of them that will link it to, give it to our DSS with the rightful information. But without rightful information will have been passed to them. See what happened in Kuje prison the other time. Was it not the laxity of some people that allowed the criminals jailbreak? And I see Ed must have rolled. Ed's supposed to have rolled during that jailbreak. Because some people are complicit. Some, even the jail, what's it called, the prison warders. The prison warders. I think some of them should be arrested. And the Minister for Interior, as of then, Aregbe, Shola, he could not fix CCTV. As I'm talking to you, the money they allocated for CCTV in Abuja has been swallowed, has been embezzled. That was under the regime of President Jonathan. And that man is just there to better the life of Nigerians, but the hawk, the hyenas of this country, until we start fishing them out and let them face the martial law, the martial punishment, which is either death sentence. Let them use the law has to be changed. Nigerian constitution has to be changed.
All right, away from insecurity, let's quickly move to the appointment made by Bola Tinubu. Tinubu appointed 5 more into presidential media advisory team and took the box. But let's leave that aside. Philadro Toye also made the list. And there's a question I asked myself. He was a former contestant as well. He contested under the platform of All Nigeria's party. That's All Nigeria New. Is it All Nigeria New Nigeria's party? That's AAN. New Nigeria's party. Is Philadro Toye a good choice? Is it a good choice? Of course, I know it's a brilliant.
My own issue.
It's a brilliant politician.
Mike, my own issue is not the number of the appointments. How is he going to hit? The president is going to hit the ground running, and people will feel the good impact of good governance as it is now. They are still not running. They are still not running, and they have to run. Hit the ground even speed now, because the level of poverty in this country is enormous. But a good news I can see hang on to, that they said, they promise, and we hold them by their words.
Sorry,
You know?
sorry, let me pause. Alliance for New Nigeria Party. Alliance for New Nigeria Party. That's the name of the party.
Me, I'm not even concerned about Durotoye being appointed. If Durotoye is being appointed as a cabinet member or as a special assistant to the president, we want to see the results. I want to see the results. My daughter wants to see the results. Because if I'm old enough to say I've enjoyed Nigeria a bit, how about my daughter? How about my son? And when you look at these people, they have a bright star. I can tell you for free here. My daughter came first in her class, and he was motivated with Ben Carson novel, Ben Carson book that go through it. These are the strength, these are the process to be a great person in life. Go through go through the book of Ben Carson. And I was so shocked. How did you get this as they presented her in school for, doing, so I was, so it's that kind of girl not playing with his, with our future or with our career. So what I need now, the government should hit the ground speeding up. Enough of stories, enough of appointments. I have to tell the Mr. President, enough of this paparazzi we do. It's time for the right governance. Let people see the benefits of what we voted you for. Some people will be shocked that is me for you. When it is the right time to play, we play. When it is the right time to be serious. Right? I think they won't call me a tribal this thing, a tribal element, call it tribal, another people tribal element. I know. And I don't give a damn with anybody. Because my life comes first. My children's life comes first. There are some people that in their life, that's their trend in where they come from. It's just, they don't see anything good. Right? Haters of humanity. But you won't look at them. Because I just look at them as hands.
Okay, let's move down to another one. Talking about Sunday Ade, popularly known as Sunday. We didn't talk about
Igboho. Yes.
He has now reunited with his family. Igboho is enjoying
his freedom.
No, it's in Germany.
He's in Germany now, okay? Instead of him coming to Nigeria. Because he's still suspicious of the DSS. The DSS, Nigerian government. As I told you yesterday, he still has a case on ground with the DSS. He has a court case in which he sued the DSS. They were supposed to pay him damages, for what they did to him in his house, right? The destruction in his house and uncalled for raiding, But as it is now, let him go and cool his temper in what's it called? In Germany. Likewise, Nnamdi Kanu too should be released, right? I think I have to say that. Instead of these myopic people that they call themselves IPOB member on this channel itself, instead of looking for a civil way for Nnamdi Kanu to come out, they want it in the, I've never seen people like, at times I look at how come I belong to Nigeria of this same element of people. You don't use force with government. You can't fight government. You can only engage government. You can engage government, but to fight government, and you pay dear for it. It happened during the Civil War. Look at what happened. And we still want to follow the same route. I'm telling you, 10 of Igboho alone cannot liberate Nigeria. But it can only send a message that the government itself will be, frightened of. Say, okay, you have to sit tight.
All right, thank you so much, Kunle.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
Thank you so much for coming.
It's a pleasure.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Hope to see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right, David, good morning to you. How are you doing?
Very wonderful. And to the viewers.
All right, before we move into this topic, I want to say this to you that one of our viewers in the United States of America, Mr. Dick Bani, told me to give you some amount of money, which I'll be sending to you this morning after the program. And I want you to appreciate him, Mr. Dipo in Atlanta, Georgia. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much for the kind gesture. Thank you so much. God Almighty bless you. Thank you, Mr. Michael, for extending this hand of fellowship to us.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, David, for coming on board to express your views concerning issues in the country. Let's quickly move down to the slain lawyer that got justice, at the end of the day. It was a very unfortunate incident. That was last year's Christmas, December period, when the woman, the pregnant lawyer, was killed. Currently, ASP Vandi is sentenced to death by hanging in the court in Lagos. And we have many saying that it shouldn't be a death sentence by hanging, but a life sentence or so.
I think it is at the discretion of the courts to give whatever mode or means the person will serve, either by death or by life sentence. So I think for me, it was a severe punishment. Now the guy did not just kill; he killed both the mother and the unborn child. You don't know what might have happened. Probably that child would have been the president of the country. So probably I think for that punishment and then for that verdict, it's a welcome development. And now this should just how Mr. Mike said people should only prominent Nigerians should not get justice alone. It could be applicable to also the ordinary man on the street. We pursued a case whereby a policeman had to invade one boy house claiming to be young boy and then kill the boy. Up to today, nothing has been said or nothing has been heard about that case. So that refers me to what Mr. Charles said, that justice should not be meant for the elite alone. Justice should be for what everybody, whosoever is guilty, irrespective the person that is being robbed of happens to be a known person in the society, irrespective
of the person's position.
In society, justice should be served. Because I think this one, the justice was served because the woman is a well-known person in society, and then couple the fact with her profession in the society. That was why Nigeria NBA had to follow that case to the last level, just to make sure that that woman got justice. And then I saw the man how the policeman left the courtroom yesterday. He had to cover his face. It was so that they also will serve as deterrent for other policemen to stop pulling the trigger at any point in time, even while we are not making. Stop pulling the trigger. You are a policeman. You are supposed to enforce law on the streets, not you harassing people. I think it is high time government need to withdraw guns, ammunition from these police officers. Government need to withdraw guns because if you can count, so many policemen have killed thousands of Nigerians for no reasons. At every given time, because you are in possession of gun, you think I just shoot anyhow. So I think it is uncalled for. It will serve as deterrent for other policemen who at any point have any altercation with citizens, tend to always pull the trigger. So it will serve as deterrent to them. And then the police, Nigeria police form should also also set up a reform. Educate these men that you don't easily shoot at your people. You are supposed to protect us, not shooting at us. So the police should carry a workshop and then a reform for them to enlighten these police officers, because most of them are just illiterate. Most of them just very smart to work in the police. Just come to the street, to your house, you do the police. He said yes. We have take slot. Go we are go training for Kenya. That is the mode in which most of them gain access all were eventually employed into this organization, and then which is not good for our society.
Okay, on the alleged and lopsided appointment by the president, that's what is also trending now. What advice would you have? What advice would you give to the president? This is Feladio Toye, a politician, a Yoruba man, just appointed by the president of the country. Is Tinubu lopsided in his appointment truly?
Thank you, Mr. Mike. First and foremost, I want to ask, where is the president? Since October 1st, that the president gave the independence speech, nobody has seen him, nobody has heard from him. Yesterday was supposed to be in Kogi State to flag off APC humanitarian election. The president was not there. The president, by law, by constitution, is supposed to transmit power to the vice president. Up since October 1st, I think today is the 9th day in October. Nobody has seen or heard from the president. The only person we see is the vice president that has been doing all the functions of what the president wants to do. So I think the president should not just take Nigerians for food. If he wants to travel abroad, he knows what to do. He should at least write to the National Assembly that I'll be away for some. Some persons are saying he's in France, some persons are saying he's in Kuwait. I think Nigeria is not a jungle. Wherever the president feels he can just wake up and then just disappear for days. He needs to report to people, to tell people that my people, I need to embark on this visit. I need to go on medical checkup. Since 1st of October, after since Independence Day, nobody has seen the president. The last time we saw the presidential jet yesterday was Tinubu flying the presidential jet for his own personal use. I don't know whether presidential jet don't talk to what they should. But see, there are things we should call a spade. Tinubu is not the president. The only people authorized to fly the presidential jet is the wife of the president. Probably if she's going on official function. That's not right. The vice president, not Tinubu wants to go and watch a polo game in Kano, a golf game in Kano yesterday. He flew presidential jet to Kano. And the governor of Kano even came on board to welcome him. Even the governor of Kano is on serious. Because the president
to have welcomed the son of the president. The
president's son is not the president. The guy came to enjoy himself. Probably he came to play golf, then hang out with friends. You, the governor, you left your office. What are you supposed to do? Want to welcome Tinubu in the first place? What the governor and Tinubu, they are serious. Who gave Tinubu that effort to fly the presidential jet? Is it the president? What office is Tinubu holding? No office, because it's the president's son. So he thinks he thinks he can fly the presidential jet, which belongs to the public. And secondly, I will always say this, that some Yoruba people, some Yoruba persons, some of them are what? Hypocrites. Some. Don't misquote, but just some. Because we are in the same country where Buhari made appointments, and most of these Yoruba people came out to lash Buhari, where bombarding Buhari, that Buhari is Buhari cares about Hausa, that those Buhari is giving positions. I keep positions in government are just Hausas. Even Kuneye then came out and lashed Buhari. But now, I saw him asking that question. He said it's a good one. One answer that question. I now want to just interject him. Because now, if the president, why do you have to make appointments that does not reflect federal character? Every region needs to be president. The CBN governor, Yoruba. Minister of Finance, Yoruba. IGO police, Yoruba. Custom, Yoruba. Now, the president is not even planning to bring in EFCC chairman again, Yoruba. Federal Inland Revenue again, Yoruba. What happened to other tribes? Minister of Finance, Yoruba. These are things that see we need to now. Parliamentary tomorrow, and Igbo man becomes president. Igbo man too will do same part. Is that a country? Some person need to sit up and then condemn what government is doing, irrespective of your political affiliation, irrespective of your tribal sentiment. Someone was telling me yesterday that the president needs to work with people he can trust. So I told him only people he can trust are the Yoruba tribe. So what happened to other tribes? So let us call a spade a spade. If Buhari does the same thing, does not mean that Tinubu should do the same part. We have people who are competent in other tribes. Give these people appointment. This is not old nation. It's a Nigeria. The country belongs to what? Nigeria. These are 7 key political offices now being held by Yoruba men. The president yesterday has sent probably some person. He sent a name to the Senate now to EFC chairman again. Yoruba man again. Come on. I think to me it's uncalled for those of us that condemn Buhari, that Buhari has turned Nigeria into house appointment. Let us come out too and condemn the president too. We cannot have a left-sided appointment in a country that belongs to everybody. That every tribe should be president, should be fully represented in the Federal Capital Commission. So that thing is like
Marcel, does Nigeria really belong to everybody?
Nigeria really actually belongs to everybody, but where the read is getting it wrong is that Buhari was there. Buhari appointed 96 offices for Fulani Hausa. No Yoruba there, no Igbo. See where I'm just making a point here is, had it been Tinubu's government is a legitimate government, I think I would have attacked this appointment. It's not a legitimate government. So if we feel only Odu people,
it's not a legitimate
no, it's not a legitimate government. It has not been proven by the Supreme Court. And the Nigerian people did not vote for him. He imposed himself on us.
That's why I said you should break it down.
Yes, Mike, let me tell you. Right. Before ever we go for inauguration of anybody, governor, local government chairman, presidency of 18 in Nigeria, let the court prove it. Let the law prove it that you are a winner. Somebody cannot just say, I win. And what INEC did is not been proven to be right by the court. Somebody will just run to the collection center, Abuja, and collect certificates. That is why no court is favoring the plaintiff, or what do you call them now? The ones that are coming forward to complain that INEC did not follow the due process. That's the Obi and Atiku. He ran there and they gave him the seat of authority. It shouldn't be like that. It must be weighed by election college, appropriate departments of law that actually he won. But this one is just INEC. So that's why Tinubu occupied there and started running an illegal government. I don't support him. The appointment is made now. If he made it, if he has been declared winner, I will support him. Because Buhari committed his own, more than 96 positions. He gave it to Fulani, nobody was talking. So I didn't Tinubu.
People talk.
No. They didn't listen to anybody.
Okay, that's what you say.
Fulani people don't care.
Right, remember,
they occupy everywhere.
Nigerians really condemn.
Yes. Anybody condemning this one is wasting his time. One is that the government in question is not an accepted one. And when you are running an illegitimate government, people won't be happy for it. It's very dangerous. Now I'm telling you the truth. Nobody is happy with Tinubu. Nobody is happy with APC. Nobody voted Tinubu. What are we saying? I don't waste time chasing what do you call it? Shadow. I don't waste time chasing shadow. Because to me, even the man is my idol. I voted for him and defend him that he's the right man. I don't have time, condemning anybody. But what I'm saying here, I feel it every day that the government of the day is not doing Nigerians well because Nigerians did not vote for him. The whole Nigerians in diaspora, the one here, they don't want APC. They want APC to go their way. Still, this man, by all means, telling us a million of what stupidity language is that? You don't claim it. It is people that will give you. Emiloko, now you discover democracy, you go school. Does he know when democracy was put in place in the whole world for the first time in history? He doesn't know, he can't quote it. You are mad, you are a crazy man. Fuck you! 1776, listen, let me tell you. In 1776, the first time democracy was installed in place was in 1776 by America. No, forget this guy now. Come closer now. Come now. Come and defend yourself. Nobody's chasing your way. Come. Oh, defend yourself. This is camera.
What's the problem?
Camera, talk to the world now.
Let's debate. What's the problem? What do you mean? Say nobody give a demand. They say
nobody has voted for Tinubu. Did you vote?
You know vote.
You didn't vote.
You know vote.
Okay, did you follow the right process?
Why they not follow the right
INEC process? The way INEC said it should be was that the result should be collected electronically.
Why your brother won't go? Why your brother won't go ask? Why your brother won't go ask system? Who is your brother will be? Why won't go ask system? It's not my brother. Why your brother?
This is my brother.
Why your brother won't go ask?
See, what did they talk? Tinubu, I can't say it's your brother or your father.
Yes, it's my brother. Because I'm a Yoruba. Yes, I'm listening to you.
Obi is an Igbo man. I'm an Igbo man. I did not vote for him. Thank you. I did not vote for Obi because he's an Igbo man. I voted Obi because I know he can do the right thing.
Why no do Anambra? Why no do Anambra? Why no go? Fuck you! Fuck you! Can you calm down? Tinubu no. Tinubu They're not telling you not to go to school. Wait, they're not telling you not to go to school. Okay, wait. You tell me they issue the certificate. They're not going to say no go. They're telling you, yeah, they're telling you no go school. The school may go. They're not going to say no go school. And I miss that they ask the question now. Wait, okay, now don't say enforce certificates. Okay, number one. Let's assume say the time they send me the police certificate. Abi, we want to collect certificates. Number one. This is the number one. Okay, number one. You submit the certificate. You don't submit that. The time I article go collect the certificate. Wait, they're not going to say no. They're not saying no go this school. I say you no go this school. They ask the question. Answer me now.
They say they're not saying you go. He says the school where say you go. The school now has established 1970.
And the school give am that certificate say you go to school. Wait, and the school give am. And the school give am certificate say you go to school.
You know, they say school. They say school. You know what you know. Like I go school. I say I go school 1970. When the school is established 1972. I'm a liar. I'm a liar. But I cannot talk lie. Even the word and born now, every single right is every engine.
I didn't hear you.
Like I said,
come closer. You come closer.
Like I
said. Read it out now.
Read out.
Wait. Wait. You know why I dey laugh. Number one, the time the year Nigeria people we dey settlements one kind. That's number one. The time when this person be governor 2 times for Lagos State, no get certificate as the second time, he be minister. Of wetin you know, na say no get certificate. Now no say no get certificate. The time he build everything, he no get certificate that time. Now you no get certificate because your brother no enter.
Let him step down, let Nigeria have peace.
Hey, see.
Let him step down, let Nigeria have peace.
See.
That is my opinion.
If you not like, when I do everything. Now you go win now for 8 years complete. 8 years.
I didn't go see put person wey like for there again.
After that one again, go see put person down.
Wey like.
Go do on top of that.
Yes.
Because
As now, like now, don't spend presidential number one. Now, don't spend am again. Because now don't say na right state. Because what makes Tinubu to be president today is that it's what Tinubu did. It's what of the Calabar did. Because number one, because you know how many people Tinubu don't make. You know how many people Tinubu thought of blessing in this life.
Obi is a stingy man. Tinubu is a giver. Tinubu they give people. He go take people money.
This country now. Number one now. We are talking about time. Now
the form of
number one, the first fuel. Now they just ask say fuel subsidy gone. You understand? Immediately, everything just start increase. Because of this is a fraud. Okay, now see that gote now. See that gote.
Can you
wait? See that gote now. They tell that gote say smart now. No, they say smart 3.5. That gote say lie. He no gree. Tinubu go meet all of them go meet am say lie say no gree. Because of why is that? He have some people who don't grant. They have background. They have someone that all of them that are doing that corruption together. You understand? See, let me tell you something. This country. Person may feel good this country, now Tinubu, because person may take grace, may they school well. Now if you good this country, all these things that they see, all these things that they talk now, all these things that they talk now. I want to ask you a question. By the grace of God, God give Tinubu like 1 year. I want to ask you a question. You see what Nigeria will take. We never fight you. No, don't give am 1 year. The year person just enter. Now don't they shout. Now don't they. Me I just give am like 1 year. After 1 year, me I call you go to go. Where you going to now? Don't be annoyed. Azam. Where you going to? Where you going to? Where they go work now? Where? I dey go work.
You said it's
I dey
going
go
to
work.
Like now, going to Oshodi now. Before I know how much I pay fare. Now, my go and come back to Oshodi. Come to Oshodi here. I spend less than 1,500. Okay. I want to go feeding low. Now, let Tinubu step down. We are hungry. We are suffering.
Bros,
How much bag of rice?
wait now.
Let it come down.
I don't hear your own. Wait. He said, wait. If you Obi wait. Okay, let's accept something now. Okay. Let's accept something. Obi entered there now. Say now immediately, this country won't
wait. If Obi enter,
say now immediately, anything won't. Believe me. Obi said, talk say fuel subsidy gone. Atiku say fuel subsidy gone. All of them say fuel subsidy gone. Okay, what's in I call the fight?
Let him reply.
I mean, reply now. Where did they say that?
Ralph, can you tell me? You want to reply? Okay, you're free.
Well, I'm going to Obi.
You know, goes to no one.
Can you listen to him, sir?
Okay, I'm going to Obi. One, Obi is an intelligent person.
Okay.
Obi can listen to youth.
Okay.
Obi can listen to me and you.
Okay.
Obi is someone that have, I don't know how to put it, have knowledge and knowledge of economy. Wisdom.
Okay.
If Obi enter, believe me, things is going to be okay.
Okay.
Why? We that doing business, we go enjoy him.
Okay.
Believe me.
Okay.
I'm not voting for Obi because of he's my man. Because of his when Obi was in Anambra governor. Anambra doesn't have one naira in cost.
Okay. Thank you.
Wait.
I will call.
Wait.
Yes.
I believe him. I believe him.
That question I will give you.
You get in time.
I believe in good record. Obi say go and check everywhere I walk. I don't have bad record. He said go and check where he work. He doesn't have bad record.
Okay, no get back. Okay. Why the stone and stone for Anambra? Who?
No,
yes.
Yeah, go ask. Are you from where? Go ask. I'm from Anambra State. Wait.
What's your business for Anambra? Go ask now. We never fight. Campaign. Wait a fight. Why not go Anambra go do campaign?
Wait.
You go there.
We know a fight.
Wait. A question now. Where?
Listen. He wants to say something.
You know this man is a professor.
Let me call him.
I remember your face. Why you don't argue for here? One time you say Tinubu no enter.
Yes.
One time you say you want yourself because all these things we don't plan and now we get out.
Okay. Wait. Bros, wait. You know why I'm telling you? Let us argue responsibly.
Okay.
Constructively. Okay. You are talking to some persons you don't know.
Yes, I know.
When you say something happen, you know what? Time, dates,
Where? Who? These are 4 facts. It should bring forward. If he said that Tinubu was so thing, he did so thing, you give us date, you give us where, you give us time. Are you listening to me? Obi, as an Anambra man I am, Obi come into limelight in 2005, I think. Listen, let me give you date. And when he come as a governor, he did not come straight. Somebody wanted his info. Somebody rigged election. That was in Giga. I know the best. Nobody stole it.
You know, say that money may Obi return. You Obi put inside purse. For Anambra, me tell them say they get money for there. You carry Anambra money go to business. You know, sir.
Can you listen and listen?
You know, sir.
Can you listen and listen?
So answer me that one.
How can I know?
You carry Obi.
Mike, listen. Mike, listen and listen.
Let me finish my talk.
Bros, let me tell you. Let me educate you. He did not carry money go business.
Okay.
He bought oil well in Angola for Anambra State. We have oil well as a state. We manage in Angola. He bear money for us. Obi use our money, export bought vegetable and export abroad.
Who get the gap?
If you don't talk your own, I know they talk. I know they like this country. Okay, did he steal money? He used to buy vegetable from those Anambra women and export it into Europe.
Okay.
And they got what in return? Dollars. 5 million. Did he steal it? Okay, did Obi steal money when he went to Angola and they buy oil well for Anambra state government? We have oil well in Angola. He's a businessman. It is for my own interest. Obi was my governor. Obi wasn't yours. And I'm not supporting Obi because he's an Igbo man. It's because of what he has achieved so far. His achievements made me support him. I don't say Obi is my brother. My brother, thank you so much. But be very, very constructive anytime you are agreeing. Thank you so much.
Blessed one, thank you so much for joining us. Bring that John.
You know what?
Thank you and appreciate you for joining us. James Stoker, King, MJ Consulting.
Tinubu is a builder. That is what Tinubu enjoys now.
We need to go.
And number 2, boss.
We need to go.
I won't give this guy the answer. What they talk?
Because of our time. Can you come tomorrow? For the sake of our time.
No problem.
Thank you so much.
When I put down,
What's your name?
go still good.
Your name? Idowu what? Idowu what?
But check on YouTube, WhatsApp, everything. I have Instagram. That is Ogeja Ventures.
All right, no problem.
On TikTok or whatever.
Just drop your number.
Yes.
With the
Ogeja Ventures.
guy. Yeah. Thank you so much. And on this note, we say goodbye to you on today's edition of this program. Join us next time on the same platform. Michael Adekunle, that's my name. Of course, Netflix is open to everyone. Everyone is free to express his views or views on this platform. Someone is telling me to give you a chance to say to hear your view. Is there anything you want to say?
I want to say what's happening here because I can see some situation here. They're argumental home here. So we'll bring the argument. You didn't see about the certificate matter, which is not necessary. Okay, what are we talking about? Why don't we forget our fucking thinking and move forward? Let's move forward. Forward is better than backward.
All right, thank you so much. All right, it's an interesting program, of course, bystanders at News 10 on TV, where people express the views concerning bordering issues. I won't go beyond this. Tomorrow is another day. Bye for now, everyone.